Everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our Consumer Hala brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be at ConsumerHallaTV. You deserve to be heard.
will schedule it.
Okay.
You'll be able to now
Stop.
adjust the time.
beautiful afternoon to you. Good afternoon. And this is the ConsumerHallaTV news at 12. I am Iri Ayomikuleke. Let's start the news. The federal government has committed 200 billion naira to agriculture interventions and recapitalized the Bank of Agriculture BOA with 1.5 trillion to empower farmers across the country. The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, spoke on Friday while receiving Demba Sabali, the Gambian Minister of Agriculture, during a courtesy visit to the ministry headquarters in Abuja. However, Abubakar Kyari said the government also distributed 2.15 million bags of fertilizer to farmers as part of its support effort. According to him, the engagement included bilateral talks, technical briefings, and a tour of Nigeria's national mechanization fleet at the National Agriculture State Council in Sheida, Abuja. And now the federal government is currently in an advanced discussions with the World Bank to secure an additional $65 billion for the Sustainable Procurement Environmental and Social Standard Enhancement Project. This financing boost will raise the total project funding to $145 million if approved, and this is expected to be finalized on the 30th of June 2025. Based on information obtained from the website of the Washington-based lender, the World Bank approved an initial loan of $80 million for the bank has agreed to increase the financing to $65 million, bringing the total commitment to $145 million. Still on the news line, the additional financing via the document said, and I quote read, the AF will maintain the PDO of the parent project without any change, and the project development objective is to develop sustainable capacity in managing procurement, environment, and social standard in the public and private sector. The project, which became effective in March 2021, has already made significant strides in improving Nigeria's public procurement system, addressing inefficiencies alongside corruption and fostering greater compliance with environmental and social standards. And now reporting on statistics, the National Bureau of Statistics has reported a 28.98 rise in the average cost of farm produce between January and May 2025, signaling a deepening crisis in Nigeria's agriculture sector. According to the NBS, the price index for farm produce surged from 110.5 in January to 142.53 in May 2025. Meanwhile, this sharp increase, particularly pronounced in May, has highlighted the mounting pressure on local food prices, largely driven by worsening insecurity in the country. Furthermore, the NBS data also showed a steady rise in the price of farm produce from January to May, which made it known that in January the price index stood at 110.5, and by February it had increased by 1.77% to 112.46. The index also rose by another 2.65% in March to 115.43 before a smaller increase of 0.88% in April, bringing the price to 116.46. However, the almost alarming surge occurred between April and May, when the price jumped by 22.28% to 142.53. National minimum wage to replace the current 70,000 naira benchmark, marking a pivotal movement in the ongoing fight for improving the standard of living for Nigerian workers. However, the head of information and communications at the Labour House in Abuja, Benson Ukpa, explained the rationale behind the revised demand to news outlets during the weekend. He also said the depreciation of the naira and other pressing economic factors, particularly the current high inflation in the country, have necessitated a review of the minimum wage that was agreed upon in 2024. The Nigeria Labour Congress spokesperson emphasized that the 1 million naira minimum wage demand directly reflects at Nigeria's current economic realities, adding that the increase is crucial to restore the purchasing power of workers across both the public and private sectors, enabling them to cope with the high cost of living. And now let's move away from the NLC. Let's talk about the NBC. As the Nigerian bottling company, NBC has reaffirmed its commitment to youth empowerment and industrial leadership with the release of a new documentary showcasing its renowned supply chain academy. The program, titled Powering Potential Inside NBC Supply Chain Academy, also includes documentary light of the institution transformation into a hub for developing the next generation of leaders in Nigerian manufacturing and supply chain sectors. According to the Peoples and Culture Director at NBC, Jolomi Fawemi, said the academic curriculum is designed to equip trainees with both technical and leadership skills. The training program includes a blend of immersive classroom instruction and hands-on experience, with new intake undergoing onboarding programs, practical sections on mini production lines, and training in stimulated environment. The academy also provides access to on-site facilities such as clinic, canteen, a library, and a digital learning lab. And now in Lagos State, the MRS Oil Nigeria PLC, who is a key distributor of Dangote's refinery petroleum product, has announced a significant hike in the pump price of premium motor spirit, also known as fuel. This is as the global oil price increased in the past week. Following the conflict in the Middle East between Israel and Iran, the new pricing structure, which took effect on Saturday, the 21st of June 2025, as it raises the pump price in Lagos from 885 to 925 per litre. The announcement was made via the company's official X account, although no specific reason was provided for the increase, but MRS urged customers to consult its update pump price across all MRS stations nationwide. And now moving away from Lagos State, from the MRS news, and now it's about time to turn your attention to this news that we have as marketers. I beg your pardon, moving away from Lagos State now reporting on bank matters. The data obtained from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has revealed that the Naira has shown some recovery, ending the week on a positive note, even though gross reserve declined for the fourth consecutive week, decreased by $219.56 million to $37.71 billion as of 28th of June. In addition, the Naira gained 2 Naira on Friday, appreciated from 1,549 Naira on Thursday to 1,547 Naira, up and also supported by the increased supply from foreign portfolio investors who were looking to participate in the Omo auction and CBN intervention of the $1 million to bank. Although the currency began the week with some gains, but it's now depreciated for 3 straight days before budging on Friday as the Apex Bank support to the markets paid off. And now the commercial bank in the country have now cleared 95% of the debt owed to the telecommunications operators for unstructured supplementary service data services. The chairman of the Association of Licensed Telecommunications Operators of Nigeria, Adebayo Gbenga, disclosed this during a recent virtual chat with the media on the migration to end-user billing for USSD service. According to Gbenga, Adebayo, he explained that the debt, which stood at about $180 billion as of January this year, has now been cleared up to 95%, with only 3 banks left to pay up their debt, which he said will pave the way for the migration of the end-user billing, as payment of the debt was one of the conditions for the migration. Still reading on the news, though, Alton chairman Gbenga Adebayo also noted that the 3 remaining banks had negotiated for installment payment and they now have the last installment to be paid, emphasizing that the end-user billing means customer charges for USSD service will now be deducted from mobile airtime instead of a bank account. Let's talk about the federal government matters now. The federal government has announced its plan to position Nigeria to benefit from the $19 million global market for electronic navigational chart as part of effort to modernize maritime operations and boost the blue economy. The Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawalle, made this known at the World Hydrographic Day, the 2025 and West African Hydrographic Summit with the theme Seabed Mapping Enabling Ocean Action. However, on Saturday in Abuja, in a statement, the minister also said that the federal government had established the International Center for Electronic Navigational Chart West Africa Regional Office and Training Center. Also, in addition, the minister also pledged Nigeria's support for hydrographic capacity building investment in technology and stronger regional ties to ensure that no part of Nigerian waters remain uncharted, unsafe, or unsustainable. And right now, still talking about the federal government matters, the cocoa operators have urged the federal government to boost the sector by mandating the local consumption, including chocolate, in the country. The operators are not making the call for the first time as back in the year 2019 that the Cocoa Farmers Association of Nigeria urged the government to include cocoa tea in the homegrown school feeding program across the country. Moreover, in separate interviews monitored by ConsumerHallaTV newsman, it was made known that the operators include the leaders of Cocoa Farmers Association of Nigeria and the Cocoa Association of Nigeria observed that low consumption is crippling with the sector's growth due to local culture and widespread ignorance of cocoa health benefits. They also maintain that the government mandate can help build a cocoa consuming culture in Nigeria. Still reading on the newsline, the president, Muftau Abolarewa of the Cocoa Association of Nigeria said, and I quote, "Chocolate is not widely consumed locally, and we ask what can the government do to create a chocolate market. It's simple." He said the government should make it mandatory to give chocolate to children of school age in primary and secondary schools. And now to end the news, the Securities and Exchange Commission has prohibited the chief executive officer from transitioning directly to board chairmanship positions in the company group, prescribing a 3-year cooling off period. The commission in a circular also barred independent directors from transitioning into executive director roles within the same company or group. Moreover, in the circular to public companies and capital market operators titled Circular to all public companies and capital markets, operators on the transmutation of independent non-executive directors and tenure of directors. The Commission stated that the practice of allowing independent directors to assume executive positions undermines the core principles of board independence and weakens the value of having an impartial voice in company governance. And now we come to the end of the news at 12 at ConsumerHallaTV. Thank you for sitting there with us. I am Iri Ayomikule Eke. A very beautiful afternoon to you.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer. And as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria.
Right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our Consumer Hala brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHallaTV.
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 At ConsumerHallaTV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHallaTV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our Consumer Hala brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHallaTV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHallaTV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHallaTV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHallaTV. At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
At ConsumerHallaTV, you deserve to be heard.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so what's your name?
My name is God's Favor Forever Communication.
Okay, so what do you sell in Ketchup? What do you sell in
We sell phones, accessories, and key tablets. Yes.
Okay, so how has business been over the beginning of this year? Have you guys made a lot of sales? How has it been?
Talking about that one, says that it's kind of dull. It's dull, I'm not like. Compared to last year's sales is more better than this year's sales.
It's more better than this year's sales. Okay, so what do you think could be the cause of this low sales and all that?
Even though the dollar has actually dropped and the price of phones and tablet has dropped, it is not that effective. So I can't really predict what the exact problem is. Though we know phone is not food. You know, people will actually look for what they will eat before they can be looking for something else they want to get for themselves or for personal use. So I can't really say.
Okay, so which brand of phone sells more?
The brand phone that sells most is Redmi.
Redmi.
Yes, it's kind of affordable, and the quality of what they actually produce is on high side. So they have affordable phones. The list, at least, trust me, if I'm talking about list of phone, Redmi is better.
Okay. So, what do you think the government can do about this? Do you think it's their fault? What do you think they can do to help increase the sales of phones in the market? We all know the current state of the economy. We know that even though people are still struggling, phones are still important things that people need. So, what do you think could be what do you think the government could do about this? What could they do to help the sales and also help the consumers on their own?
Okay, concerning that, I would say loans. Yes, with less interest. So I think with that it can still help for some areas like that. Shey you get? So that's what I can say about it.
So we've heard rumors that they want to move Computer Village to a different place. Have you heard that?
Yes, I've heard about that.
So what do you think? Do you think it's something that can still happen or is in the process of happening? And even if it happens, how do you think you guys can cope with it?
Yeah, concerning that, even if it happen, we in Nigeria they've already know that there's nothing that comes our way that we can get adapt with. So it is very easy for us to adapt with anything that comes our way. But being here again is still quite okay. Now moving us to another place. So I don't know what government sees that they want to try and relocate us from this particular place to another place. Even though if they do that, it will take time. No, if you are talking about distance, for people to come and buy in a long distance, it will still reduce the sales. So it will still take time before everything will see rapture back. So
Okay, so what do you have to say to your customers watching this, or people or your potential buyers? What do you have to say to them?
I would say thank you for all the customers that have been patronizing us so far. We love you big big. And for other customers too, please we are begging, I beg with the beg. No, they do shakara. Kindly patronize us at Customer Forever Communication. And trust me, to get your view gadgets or anything you want, we are going to serve you better. To serve you is our own concern, and to give you the best is our own concern. We love you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so how are you, sir?
I'm very fine. Yeah.
What is your name? Tell us your name.
My name is Chidebere Choba, popularly known as Obilepo Pungidato.
Okay, so what's your brand name and what do you sell in Computer Village?
Okay, my brand is Man of God Communication. I do sell phones and solar panels with solar power. That is all these power generator, fuelless generator. That is what I'm into.
Okay, so how has business been for you since the beginning of this year up till now? How has business been?
Business nowadays is not like before. You understand? Everything is really, really not going the way it was. So, but we thank God that at all we are still doing fine.
So do you get what's the amount of customers you get in a day? How is it like? Do you get a lot of customers or you're still struggling with customers as a result of the state of the economy? We all understand that the economy is nothing to write home about. So how has it been for you?
customers nowadays is not like before, because and goods we do have now is not like before, because normally before, during some years back, we do receive goods on credit. Then when we, because you will see an importer giving you goods that are worth over 10 million naira on credit, giving another person goods over 5 million on credit. But all these things now are no more. You understand? Without your cash, you can't get any goods on credit
Okay,
now.
so why do you think they stopped giving on credit?
Because the economy is very hard now. So when you give someone goods on credit now, my dear, na japa in there. You understand? You are giving that person room of japa. But then when you give someone goods on credit, you are giving that person courage to work more hard. That when you can deliver these goods of 10 million, that means you can deliver of 20 million, and you will see it moving. Not like now, when you give somebody goods on credit of 1 million, 2 million, and you are not following that person bumper to bumper, there is opportunity of you hearing that that person is now in Cotonou.
Hello viewers, this is the moment you have been waiting for. You are watching Screen Time, where we bring to you premium entertainment and everything shade of fun. It's time to relax and enjoy some vibes on ConsumerHallaTV every Monday 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. Yes, for the next 1 hour we shall be discussing the transition of Nollywood, old Nollywood versus new Nollywood. Also, there's our top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, and new movie release updates. I am Iremufe Koforola, and as you all know, for a king, I must surely have a queen. So I have the ever delectable, ever charming, ever beautiful and gorgeous, the one and only.
Good afternoon and welcome to Screen Time on ConsumerHallaTV. And this is the show where you enjoy premium entertainment and everything that concerns the entertainment industry, movie release, countdown. Sometimes we'll actually do a little bit of reviews of this movie, the one that we feel are very, very amazing. Although all movies are amazing, trust me, but there's some that, you know, are up there than the other. And also we'll be asking, we'll be looking through the comment section to see the one that captivates your mind and soul for the week. And welcome once again to Screen Time. Trust me, you're going to be having premium fun on the show.
Premium fun, as she said, premium fun. And I just want to say, you're so gorgeous. Tell me the secret, please.
Sleeping, no.
Sleeping.
Although I rarely sleep actually, because this is Lagos State.
I know the secret anyway. So
what's the secret?
It's because it's old Nollywood for you. So.
Oh, okay. Yes, I am team old Nollywood, actually. Yeah. I'm proud to say that. Yeah, new Nollywood is nice. Obviously, yes, it is beautiful, but I just feel like the old Nollywood tells more compelling stories than the recent one. The recent one, although they have been trying to, you know, change out the dynamic of it, because before it was just about romance, sometimes not really like robbery. Every time you see that somebody is robbing somewhere, like hooligan movie, you know, tout, thuggery has become something like they want to replicate. Not really stories that touch the soul, you know, get you thinking that what's really going on in this country. So these are the type of things that I really do not like about the old Nollywood at some time. But I think now old Nollywood are finding their feet and they're doing better and better. They are writing good stories. We have many, many movies that if we name them, I'm very sure they're going to ring a bell and they're going to evoke emotions. Obviously, Finding Me is an amazing movie. Mogeto the Saga, amazing movie. Anikulapo, King of Boys. Who wouldn't love King of Boys? And the storyline, the plots, the characterization, they are actually very, very nice. And also the new actors and actresses are killing it in the industry these days. But for me, it's still the old Nollywood because the stories still resonate with a lot of people 30, 40 years after the movie has been out. Yes.
Interesting one. Interesting submission from Kike Lomo. And I just want to say that there's just a thin line between old Nollywood and new Nollywood, and this is not to compare or to downplay anybody's effort in the industry, because we know that without the effort of the legends, without the effort of the trailblazers in the industry, Nollywood wouldn't be standing today. So kudos to you all for all that you've done. We really appreciate you, whether you belong to the old Nollywood or the new Nollywood, as it were. All they are just saying is that Nollywood has come a long way. And before, it used to be the case that we were known for our crude oil, but these days we are known for our entertainment. Now we can export a lot of our entertainments, a lot of our movies, our music, our fashion, everything, art, anything work of art, we can now export it, and we are known globally. And it's so interesting that even in the face of it all, now women and men generally, but we are being recognized internationally. Recently, Hollywood reporters recognized
two
the
amazing
duo of
women,
Mo Abudu and Funke Akindele.
Akindele.
And whether we want to say Funke Akindele Funke and Mommy Mo, they belong to the old Nollywood, whether any way you want to put it. So it's still the same people that have been there, because you look at their relevance over the years. They have been in the game. I mean, recently I was watching some of Auntie Funke's old movies, Ekuro, Maku, Agbefu,
Jennifer's Diary,
all of those things.
Jennifer itself before Jennifer's Diary.
Yeah, and so that's interesting that Eternal was like 20 years ago, and that was the peak where Nollywood was just picking up. And I looked at the storyline, because sometimes for me, I really don't know how to place it. I don't know if I belong to the old Nollywood. Like I said earlier, we are not comparing. We are not comparing, but we are just looking at the transition.
I see you.
So I don't know where I belong to. Whether I say old or whether I say new.
Okay.
But I was looking at that particular story, Esanu, for instance, and I was like, look at the way everything was there. They paid attention to the storytelling, and it was captivating, and
very captivating.
The way it was. And I would just say I really don't know the one that is better, seriously. Because I look at some stories now, for instance, Baby Farm, which was a series.
Oh my God, Baby Farm is amazing.
And earlier you mentioned KOB, King of Boys by Kema Adesiba. We have a lot of these amazing movies. And you look at their storyline.
Brotherhood, Gangs of Lagos, a lot of them.
A lot of these movies. And when you look at their storylines, you begin to give applause to them that these guys are doing fantastically. And same way we have those ones that you be like, what is this again? The usual boy meets girl on the road.
You know how many people went through this script and people still sit down to produce it. The reason why I don't really talk about these people that much is because there's a lot of work that goes into production. So whenever somebody put out something, be very, very sluggish to, condemn the production, because one thing, money, sweat,
blood and
stress have gone into that thing. So that first thing is what is going to make you give applause to that person, whether you like the story, whether you don't like the story. Trust me, we have issues with stories like Boy Meets Girl. Some people love boy, like me. I'm not even going to lie to you. I love me some Boy Meets Girl type of story.
But I mean, the storyline is all matters now.
It's all matters. Like the storyline really matters. Just like this movie, I can't remember the movie about that Timini and Bimbo Ademoye did.
Okay.
Todowede.
Breaded Life.
Bread Life.
Yeah.
That's like a Boy Meets Girl. Even this movie that Timini and Bimbo still did, that I think Sheyi was the one that impregnated and then the cousin did whatever, and they met in a GTB setting. Is it love something? Yes.
Oh, love, is it? No, that
Big Love.
Okay,
Big Love. Big Love is a Boy Meets Girl, but the story is what tells it apart. And I think that's what I would say, that the storyline then, the cinematography as at now is better, obviously. The props as at now is better than then. But the storyline as at then is still very, very more compelling, and they need to catch up with that. The props, the editing, the end credits, even till now, they still make mistakes on some end credits.
Well, I think end credit is better now, because I mean, when you look at the end credits now, you can agree with me that we now have the moments whereby you appreciate crew members more, or like those days whereby you just have the director.
Yeah, not even the wardrobe person, the lights. They don't really put all those
no
stuff.
gaffer,
And also,
no spark, nothing.
yeah, and
all of
also
this
they
thing.
make mistakes with the name, the spelling sometimes. Even till now, there's a little bit of mistakes here and there, but I think yeah, they've done better. The makeup and the most important one was the subtitles.
Subtitling.
Oh my god, I don't know who subtitles for them. Maybe it's the app that they use to edit that
But it's so
subtitles
interesting that
for them.
when I was watching Antifunke's film, Ethan, because I took time out just
To see the
to watch
subtitles.
it. It was nice. Seriously, I was.
No.
it's so
I just
commendable.
think that even till now, the subtitles are still giving issues. It's just that some people will make production that you rarely see fault in it. There's a movie I watched yesterday that would still be rating in the comment section. I would not say the movie, but we will still rate it as part of our top 5.
Yeah.
This movie, I don't know, is the continuity, and continuity spoils a lot of movies these days, and they really need to question them and look at who is doing your continuity for you. This particular movie, I replayed this scene, I'm not even exaggerating, like 20 times. Like 20 different times. I don't know, I think they had a little bit of issue with the joining. Maybe something happened.
The editing.
The editing part. So they had to reshoot. Can you imagine shooting a movie in the night and then you shot a movie at sunset? The daylight was still there and you are cutting into one that is dark, cutting to another one that is like, you could clearly see that the day is still bright, and it's a night scene. I'm like, we are almost done with this movie. Why would you do this to me? I was so annoyed. And I think people like us that really watch film like in toto, like we watch this movie, I watch the back and the front of movies. I always spot mistakes, and if I see mistakes, sometimes it just throw me off. I'm like, okay, what are you doing? I'm just pissed at this moment. So these are the things that we still need to work out on, and also, you know, take into take into action, because you don't know who is watching. Many people still have issues about this thing, so you don't know that. You don't assume that your consumers are not smart enough to notice your little errors. It's a little error. Let's omit it. Why would you spoil a beautiful movie like that because you just want to say, okay, you can pass? And this person is a big person. I love her so much, and I love the movie obviously, but that part, he just threw me off. So yeah.
Well, as much as we can all agree that there's no 100% work of art, and this is just a clarion call on filmmakers that there's need for improvements. And as we are saying, the evolution of Nollywood over the past years, it has been amazing. And as we all know, that it used to be from the days of the Alarin Joe Theatre group, that we're always going from one community to the other, trying to showcase, you know, different stories and all that. So it's moved from there to the age of DVDs, home videos, and now we have this cinema culture that Nigerians are beginning to imbibe, that inculcating that cinema culture, and you can see that Nollywood has indeed transitioned over the years. You know, people were always dancing back then, you know, a lot of stage plays, you know, you remember National Theatre, people were always, you know, eager to watch all of these films. And now we can say that yes, we've really come a long way, truly, and the journey has just been, and it only gets better.
It can only get better.
And back then, celebrities, as it were, they were seen as people that never
amount to nothing.
Yes, they were going to amount to anything. But now, I think every parent wants to encourage that.
Yeah, just go for it, because being a celebrity in Nigeria has its own perks, even though there are there's downside to it, and there's nothing in life that doesn't have a downside. So that one is not really an issue, but the perks are much. You know, being a celebrity, you can go from being a celebrity because you already have the name out there to being an influencer, and from there you can be a brand ambassador, and these things comes with a lot of money and the royalty treatment. You know, everybody wants to know you. So these are things that parents want. I don't think people ever foresaw the Nollywood space being this huge, and also the unity that comes with it now, because as at then it was just the Igbo, the Yoruba, and the Hausa. Even now, some of the Hausas are coming into the movie industry. The likes of Ram Asado, Ali Luhu, Uzi. Uzi is not an Hausa person, but he is also a Kannywood person. So there are lots of them. Sunny Danger. There are a lot of them that actually come, like at least 10, northern people, and we have this unity there now, that people are now working together. It's no more the Yoruba hood, the Igbo hood, and the Kane hood now. It's now Nollywood all together, and people are having amazing fun, making their money, cool cash. It may not be that much, but the perks that comes with it is amazing.
And it is no doubt that in few years to come, Nollywood will become the oil and gas of the economy. And you can all agree with me that even the economy, Nollywood is really adding so much to it. It's boosting the economy, because we all go to the cinemas to watch one film or the other. The music industry, the fashion world, every industry is contributing greatly to the economy. And it is what is to know that relevance matters. Beyond the glam, beyond the showbiz, how well are you willing to tell extraordinary stories? And it's a whole lot to really picture. So old Nollywood, new Nollywood, all that matters is, what is the storyline like? The costume, I mean, it's better now. The props, the editing, the VFX, a lot of details that you now pay attention to. And you know that, yes, because you know that you are making movies for smart audience, and your audience determines what you produce. Yes. Because if you respect your audience enough, you get to know that, oh, you have to do something very time. And it's so, I mean, I believe we should always consider something timeless. It's all about, even if you have gone, what would your work, it's just because we don't have that library or archive where we can keep a lot of movies in this country.
Yes, and that I don't know. We need to work something out from there.
Probably have a film village.
Yeah,
and
I think they're having film village, like Ibrahim Chata, they're doing amazingly well, and I'm very happy that people are even taking excursion. Even the foreigners are going there to kind of see the olden days of how our community used to look like, and they're enjoying it. And I think we should always encourage these things. Modernization is good to be there, but culture and what home feels like should never go away. That feeling is amazing.
Interesting. And the truth of the matter is, nobody is going to tell our stories better than Africans. We embody our stories. We can only tell our stories, and we have beautiful stories, amazing stories to tell. So let us come together as filmmakers, and I'm so proud now that young filmmakers are doing quite well. They are making use of their resources. And one of such young filmmakers we have today is Abdul Tijani, if I get the name, and Oreoluwa Awolowo, the Red Cycle.
Yes, Red Cycle. I really need to take time to his work. I really need to take time to see it,
because I mean, these are young filmmakers, and just to show that. And Abdul Tijani was also the one that wrote Brotherhood.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I mean, you can see that he's a great writer, and these guys are telling fantastic stories.
Yeah.
So I look forward to you becoming one someday, great filmmaker.
Okay, but guys, we have to go on a short break right now, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back to Screen Time on ConsumerHallaTV, and this is Screen Time where we'll be discussing everything entertainment. And in the studio this afternoon with me is Ire Mofe Koforola. We don't want to take much of our time, obviously, because yes, interesting topic has been going on in the studio, the new Nollywood versus the old Nollywood. There is no comparison, trust me. It's just the way that we put it. So
exactly,
no comparison. Obviously, there is growth there since the past years, and we are very happy for the growth and the way things have been going in the Nollywood space. And also, yes, we told you that we'll be bringing to you top 5 countdown, new movie releases, celebrity of the week. Before I go into the celebrity of the week for today, I don't know any of you that can guess this particular person. It's an amazing person. I'm telling you that he is an amazing person. So let me know if you can guess it, and don't cheat.
And he's not just amazing, he's a legend. Just to give you some giveaways and that, Let's see if you get it right.
So let's go to our top 5 countdown. And this particular countdown, I don't think it's according to how we place them. If you hear us say 1, 2, 3, we're not ranking them. It's just that because there are a lot of more amazing movie out there. So these are old Nollywood film that would just be saying a little bit about here and there. So the first one on my list is the amazing movie called Shaworide. Shaworide is a 1919 movie produced and directed by legendary filmmaker Tunde Kilani. This official drama features Buki Wright, Kunle Bantefa, Kola Oyewo, Kunle Afolayan, Kabira Kafidikpe, and it centers around the ancient town of Jogbo, where to be crowned king, the Shaworide, that is the brass bell, must be rung. This movie was the breakout to fame for Kunle Afolayan, Arese Jabata, I think that was his name in the movie, and Kabira Kafidikpe, Arakpari Gogon. This is an amazing movie, and yes, it is a very, I was young, I think I was in my diapers. No, I was over diapers, yeah. But like, yes, the movie, I could remember watching it when I was much more older, because as at then, when the movie came out, if you had watched something like that, the that kind of powerful movie, you may not have understand what it was talking about. And I love the fact that it is still relevant to you today, that karma is always there to play, no matter how fast or how smart you think you are. So it's something called karma, and everybody that does good or evil has to go through that. And I love the movie.
And this movie really clearly brings a kind of nostalgic feeling in me, and I remember that Shaworide still remains relevant and one of the top 5 movies to, for a countdown today. And like she said, there are other movies, but I mean, this is still applicable in today's society. I just don't want to go into details because it's just playing in my head, watching the movie and all of those things. And I mean, back then we had people who were really professional with that.
Very professional and passionate.
All right, still moving on with our countdown. This movie, I mean, it has always blown my mind, and because it has my favorite actors in it. Anyway, the next movie is Owo Blow. This is a 1996 movie directed by legendary filmmaker Tade Ogidon. It stars Bimbo Akintola, Femi Adebayo, Larry Azan, Binta Ayomogaji, and Kayode Udumosu. This movie explores themes such as unemployment and extrajudicial punishment.
Also corruption.
Yeah, Owo Blow, it's I'm trying to remember.
I don't want to talk about Owo Blow. I don't know. Owo Blow is just very emotional for me. Till today, it's happening. And for a movie that has gone and come, and the years have passed, and this particular type of thing is still going on, it's very sad that we are not looking deeply into ourselves as a society and a community. And I don't know, it's just very sad that these things are much more relevant, if it's not even worse, than the time they produced this movie.
And it begs for the question, where did we go wrong?
Exactly.
If movies of like over 2 decades can explore such themes of what is really happening in our society, then it really begs for a question, have we truly become better as people? Owo Blow is such a very powerful movie.
And the other one on my list, and the third one today, not by number, trust me, is Sakaba. This is an action movie. Can you even think about action movie as on then? I don't understand. I can't. Okay, it's an action movie that centers around the Isakaba group headed by Ebube, whose interest was fighting against armed robbers terrorizing their locality. This 2001 film, directed by Lancelot Odua Imesuan. It stars Sam Dede, Susan Obi, Uche Odokuta, and Chiwatalu Ago. Yeah, I love this movie. I love this movie, and the stars, Chiwatalu, all of these people, very amazing. And yes, and I think it's very relevant. It just brings about like Boko Haram and these hunters, Amotekun, that fighting, the headsmen and stuff like that. And for you to be able to produce a movie like this is as if you are a seer. Yes, they already foresaw these things, and it's really happening. So that's why I'm telling you that the stories of then, you can't compare.
Well, anyway, no comparison, but Isakaba was just a very fantastic movie back then. I remember watching it, and it was traumatizing because of the effect. Though the action films back then might not really be so solid like now. But I mean, that was a very beautiful one. The next on the list is, can you just make a guess? Alright, it is Blood Sisters. Blood Sisters. This is a 2003 movie directed by Chidi Chikere with Omotola Jalade Ekede and Genevieve Unanji playing lead characters. This story focuses on two sisters whose selfish ambition overshadowed by jealousy caused a lot of rivalry between them.
Sibling rivalry. Oh my God.
I mean,
is there, always there, you know, fight with your brother, but for it to get to a point that you are killing somebody's husband, coming into the... I don't want to tell you this movie. If you want to know what happened in Blood Sister, you need to go and watch it, and it's an amazing movie. And obviously, Genevieve
nice.
And Omotola
two
Jalade.
screen goddesses.
And I want them back so bad.
Our two screen goddesses.
But-
Please, where are you? So ever gorgeous and beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember. Oh, don't let me go there. Don't let me go
You just
there
like them, that's
I
what-
mean, I've always loved Omotola and Genevieve. I mean, they made my childhood so memorable.
Aw.
Thank you so much. And watching Blood Sisters, then I hated Genevieve, please.
No.
In as much as I love, you know what it means for you to love an actor and watching the movie and you hate the person again.
The character. No. You say the character.
Yeah, I mean that character,
Yes.
but played by that same person.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
seeing that person, and I'm like, oh,
I think I can relate it. I hate when they give my fave or like someone that I like a bad character, a bad and script play, and then I'm like, okay, why are you putting my baby in this kind of character? I always want my fave to always play this sweet, the savior, but it can always not be like that because they have to be versatile.
But you know one thing that makes it amazing? If somebody can be your fave and you are watching a movie and you so much hate them in that
They must
context,
have done a good job.
I mean,
Yes,
so
yes.
that is it.
Yeah. The first one, I don't know if you guys can guess this. This movie made a comeback in 2019 and it came back huge. Like very amazing. This movie is called Living in Bondage, and it's a drama thriller produced by Ken Inebue and directed by Chris Obirapu. It stars Kenneth Okonkwa, Bob Manuel Oduku, Rita Unzelu, and Kanayo Okanayo. Who better act a ritual movie than Kanayo?
I miss them, Kanayo, Clem, and
their
Kenneth
crew.
Okonkwo.
Yeah, I don't even understand. And it's a 1992 film. It's mostly regarded as the first Nigerian movie with great success. In November 2019, filmmaker Charles Okpaleke premiered Living in Bondage, Breaking Free, having acquired rights to the film. That's amazing. And I remember the 2019 one clearly. I don't know how these people do it, and for a movie that did amazingly well and still came back, I think it won AMVC.
AMC, I mean,
2-time success. That's something to
and so
to
just
remember.
like a breakout for Nollywood, and there's no way we want to talk about Nollywood today, whether old or new, that Living in Bondage would not be mentioned because I mean, it was traumatic watching. I mean, yeah. But I mean, yeah, we are today, and it's not just Living in Bondage that is traumatic. Well, I'm not saying traumatic in a negative way, but trying to bring this nostalgia in you. That I remember watching Kotoye. All those kind of
No,
movies.
don't even remind me. I think if you watch Kotoye as that, when we watch Kotoye, you will not be able to sleep for 1 week straight. It's not even exaggerating. Those movies are very traumatic, and they made this this superstition very, very believable. That like Orongbo Yajebu. And I think those movies made you made some people hate cats. They see them as one funny creature, like one evil creature, and those kind of things resonate with you and grow up with you. And the things that you see in movie, just like we say, movie is the mirror of the society. You can't act something that doesn't happen in your society and think you can find relatability in it. So these are amazing things. There are some movies like Egg of Life, Diamond Ring, Madame DRS. I think you were watching Madame DRS the other time.
Yeah, Madame DRS. I love it. Gabriel Falayan.
Also Awogwewo and Osofia in London. I can't get enough of this movie.
I remember Egg of Life. Funka Kennedy was there. There was also Widow's Court that Joke Silva and the late Oyinka Owenu.
Rest in
Yeah, I mean, these were people that really made childhood fun.
Yeah.
And today we can talk about their movies. It
And
shows
laugh.
relevance
Yes,
and all that.
and laugh about it.
I mean, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot.
Before we go to our top 5 countdown, have you guys made your our celebrity of the week? Have you made your guesses?
Some might be thinking we are talking
Who's
about
this person?
maybe Kema Adetiba.
No.
oh, I know. Jenny
Jade
Minaji.
No.
Why ladies? Why would the ladies?
I think the ladies are doing really, really well in the industry these days. No.
Well,
Women supporting women.
oh.
Women supporting women. Women say power. No. I think no. You know, obviously.
Well,
women are doing well as producers. Women are doing well in the cinema. Women are leading.
It is true. Wherever you find the women, the men are behind supporting them.
Yes.
Trust me.
Okay.
So
we will
that-
accept your support. We will accept it like that. But yes, women are actually doing very, very well. The men also are doing well, but the women, the number of the women are more than the number of the men. Men, what are you people doing? I thought they said you people are powerful. You know, you are macho. You lift gym. Can't you lift?
I'm representing
Can't you
the
lift the
men.
success?
I'm representing. Watch out for
Okay.
my new movie coming out.
Okay, watch out for his new movie.
Titled Kikelom Ajibola.
Okay, so our celebrity of the week is no other than drum roll, Tunde Kilani, the legendary filmmaker. Clap for him, clap for him. It's amazing.
I mean, Tunde Kilani, Tunde Kilani, popularly known as TK. Thank you so much for, paving way for so many new crop of filmmakers today. If not for your blood, your sweat, I mean, today we wouldn't have this new Nollywood you are talking about, because this is a man, I mean, among our 5 top countdown, shall already produced by Tunde Kilani is also part of it. And I remember I met CK once.
Aww.
And I mean, I was still young, naive, didn't know much, and I was interested in filmmaking. And I told Papa, I was like, yo, I was interested in film, micro arts, and yeah, he asked me a question, and I was blown away, and I was like, have you gone to school? Then I just finished secondary school.
And you wanted to go to acting?
I think I was in school. Yeah, I was in 100 level then.
Aww.
So I was like,
You were a baby.
yeah, I was a baby naive, and I was like, get education first, and those were
that's
stock.
so sweet.
So thank you very much, TK. You might not remember this story, but I mean, I remember because apart from filmmaking, now you've influenced my life. I'm so happy. I'm in a way.
I want to cry.
Thank you, TK, legendary filmmaker, and he still made a very powerful film, Ayinla.
Oh, Ayinla is amazing.
Lateef
Lateef
Adedimeji. You know,
I think
among
Lateef
other
Adedimeji is actually a very, very good character cast for that particular role. He killed it. He chopped it.
A nice
he
biopic,
hit it.
yeah.
You know, 8 plus 8 is equal to
8.
4 plus 4 is equal to
4.
8. So he actually killed it.
Yeah.
So now let's move on to the new movie releases update that is coming up right now. And this movie, we watched them recently, and they're really, really amazing movie. Anyone that you think we did not give the accolades to, you can tell us in the comment section. We are here to, you know, receive opinions, and your opinions count. And this is the show for you, so you have the will. Yeah, you have the steering. So steer us anywhere you want to steer us to. But don't steer us into the bush, oh. So these are the movies that we actually watch this week. I personally saw a movie on Uchenna Obunabo TV on YouTube called Ashes and Lights. I think Erica, Lewedim, Clinton Joshua, and this Ghanaian guy was in the movie. And it was an amazing movie. It's a movie that really talks about betrayal. Can come from anybody, and it can be very hurtful when it comes from the close within. And then you not really understanding what's going on, the fear of being a single mother, and then your parent, your family, you know, family always think in Nigeria that, oh, if you end up being a single mother, you are likely, or if you give birth to somebody and you want another person is coming to take care of your child, they can never ever act like the real father of the baby, which I think is a very huge misconception. The people that you would meet in life, and they're going to take care of your baby like as if it is their own, and they're going to love you and love your child. I pray everybody find this real love and true love, and it's an amazing thing to feel, because if you don't feel this particular true love, and then I can understand the fact that if you are a single mother and you marry a man that doesn't love your child, it can take a toll on everybody, and you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So these are the things that this movie highlights. It highlights a lot of struggles, and it's very, very relatable. So this, and Erica, she's amazing for emotional movies. That baby can cry like a baby. So yeah, this movie is amazing.
Interesting, and you know, we are looking at so many movies here, and none of such movies that we'll be looking at is Girls in the Hood. Girls
Destiny
in the Hood. Yeah, this is on available to stream on Destiny Eticos on TV. I mean, it has Clinton Joshua.
Clinton again.
In the movie, yeah.
Oh wow.
And on Destiny Etico herself. I mean, it's a very fantastic movie, and it's just showing that actors have range, and Clinton Joshua brought his A game. I mean, you see him play another character, not the usual lover boy, you know, the sweet boy persona that has been given to him. This is really nice.
I know I love Clinton Joshua. I mean, that boy, have you seen his face?
Oh. Well,
have you seen that boy?
Well,
yeah,
I've only seen my face. So
no, nobody can replace you in my heart. But yeah, Clinton is top there, and I loved Clinton so much. And I like the fact that movie brought out a new dimension that it could you know, do better and also portray. Because I think some people are saying things I don't understand. I don't know what people are saying, but yeah, this guy is actually growing, and I like the growth, and I've seen him evolve over the. I don't think it's even up to a year that he has been acting. Like I've seen him act. I don't know if he has had other movies, but I've been watching his movie, and then he has been doing amazingly well. And it's very amazing that you can get to see this kind of person, their growth, their significance and value, and every other thing.
Yeah, so and apart from that, he is doing quite well, and still on this movie, because people can watch and learn when you talk about Girls in the Hood, because it talks about a lot of things, because people get to know that our actors are not being stereotyped. I just want to lay emphasis on that, because over time people have said, okay, Clinton Joshua is this, is that, and you know, but until when you see this movie, you would really appreciate his craft.
I don't hear what you're saying though. So the next the next one that I've been talking about today is Wrong Door, and this movie is streaming on Movie City HQ. This movie is hilarious. It is hilarious, it is funny, it is annoying. I don't even know. It evokes every part of emotion. Bam Bam, Achalugo herself, and the ever soft-spoken, what's his name? Do you know the person I'm talking about? Very soft-spoken. Chi something.
Chiwakama.
No, a guy.
Chi. That's soft-spoken.
Yes.
I'm trying to make a guess. I know the person.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
You like him?
Oh my goodness. How come I don't know?
Chike Daniels.
Oh! Come on now. You should have just said CD. Chike Daniels, I know.
Yeah, Chike Daniels is very oh my god, he's a very fantastic actor, and I love him too. He's up there. He's up there. But Timini is never ever replaced.
But you like, I'm beginning to yeah, we're doing countdown. But you see the way you always talk about all these fine guys, eh?
Okay, should I like the ugly ones? Nobody's ugly in Hollywood, I beg. But should I like the ones that... No, this one. No, I actually like Chike
Daniels.
Chike Daniels because he's very soft-spoken, and the person that is also paired with is soft-spoken. Achalugo, Bam Bam.
Oh, soft-spoken.
Yes.
Soft-spoken.
Yeah, they're very...
Like both of us.
And then he played a very, very... Is he annoying? It was kind of annoying, but it's kind of understandable. You know when a girl gets drunk and then she enters your bathroom in the night, that's why it's called the wrong door. Oh. She enters your bathroom in the night, and then you and your girlfriend, you are sleeping in the room, and then you wake up to somebody showering, smiling, dancing. What will you tell your girlfriend? That you don't know the person.
Hey,
and she's a lady that is well endowed.
She understands.
You go and watch it to find out if she understood or not. But this movie is amazing, and it's on Movie City HQ on YouTube. So yeah, go there and watch it. It's really, really nice.
That is a very good one, and that is nice. And Nollywood is trying, and it gives us the fact that there are fantastic movies to see on different streaming channel on YouTube. This one I want to talk about is a very nice movie, so dear into my heart. It is titled Voice in the Room. Voice in the Room. The title is very nice. It is streaming on Sonia Uche TV, and it stars Sonia Uche, Tema Chukwuyem, and I mean, it explores the theme of motherhood. It explores the theme of pain. It's a movie that centers around hope, drama, and redemption from the past. You know, when the past comes knocking, what do you do? It's a whole lot. You know, it's a story about a mother, Sochima, a struggling mother who tried to, you know, raise her son despite every financial pressure. You know, when stories about mothers, when these stories are being told, it evokes this emotion in you. So it's a very nice Voice in the Room. Kudos to Sonia Uche. Thank you for telling this beautiful story. I mean, even you need to see it. It's streaming on Sonia Uche TV.
I think Sonia Uche is doing really well for herself, and she's carrying the family name, Uche Nancy's family name, just like our sister Chineye. They're doing amazingly well. I mean, Chineye is one actress that would connect you emotionally. She's really, really good.
Especially this one. I mean, you know, when there's a struggling mother trying to raise her son, and her past then knocks on her.
Oh my God!
And you are trying to seek redemption. You have the pain yet healed in you, and all of those things. So many things.
And also, there is a movie that I saw, and that's the last one for today, guys. It's called The Rich People Problem. And it's on Mama Ruth TV, Ruth Kadiri 247. Mama Ruth, I love you so much. But in that movie, oh my God, I don't know if I like the fact, I like what she did in the movie, because it thought, oh my God, my baby was really, really, I don't know, my baby was wronged. I don't want to hear what anybody wants to say. Timini was just wronged in the movie, even though he was an annoying person in that movie. And Francis, what's her name? Francis, this lady that, Francis Unwebukwe or something. Yeah, she just tolerates his excesses too much. I felt like entering the movie and slapping her face. You know, when a character evokes this kind of, what are you doing, girl? Girl, pack your bag and leave. Like, why would you have somebody that does that to you, and then you are still going back and saying, you know, it's the person I love, or it's do or die affair, or nothing you want to tell me, I must die here. And it's not as if she was there for the money. She was there for the love, like love. But
I want to ask you, in the light of it,
don't like ask
for
me.
you, is this love or money, or which one for you?
No. I think love comes before money for me.
Interesting.
No, obviously, seriously, because money can finish. There are a lot of things that comes before love. For me, love is not sustainable for a relationship. If you're a wise person, there's understanding, there's friendship, there's communication. There's a lot of things that comes when it comes to a sufficient relationship. So if you think love and money is the real deal, you're deceiving yourself. Also, attraction, the sexual attraction should come before these things, because friendship will help sustain when love runs out. Because that's when, because love is a feeling, it's what you feel at the moment. What if you don't feel it anymore? You say you want to pack your bag and leave your husband's house, or you want to leave your wife, and this is what caused many men and many women to go out there to look for things that they're not having that spiciness in their relationship. Then you hear, no, let's spice it up. Something is wrong. Watch out.
You just preached. And
remember he's angry because he doesn't have this type of knowledge that bring it to you people right now. If you have this kind of thing, why would you you are angry that I've said everything.
I was even trying to.
You said I've preached.
You're not saying.
You said I've preached.
You don't even allow me to learn. I was going to say you've preached and you've actually produced a movie right sitting right now.
Which
so,
movie?
I mean, that is a storyline on it. So do you know?
I am not. Yeah, it is actually. I would always want to be a crew member. For now.
It's all the same now.
But you want to be an actor.
Well,
is there anybody that has a role for this man? Bring it to him.
Yeah, bring it down.
Flag your color. Oh yeah, let's go. Yes.
Well, maybe one day to maybe.
By God's grace, I can't even wait to see this man on screen because it's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
He's a character behind the scene, so why not?
Oh my goodness. I don't want to be character behind the scene again. I won't be in front of him.
By God's grace.
Alright, so still on the countdown, you're talking about Rich People
Problem by Ruth Kadiri. So go and watch it. It's an amazing one. Even if you've seen it, let us know how you feel about it.
Yeah, and away from all of these movies, and still on these movies you can stream on YouTube. You know, we have just given you the ones we feel are cool. I mean, it's not as if we reviewed this movie. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
We already told the movies you think you can watch, and everybody has different taste. I mean, whatever movie you've decided to watch, nice one. So let us see in the comment section. Let us get to hear from you what movies you think might have made it to our top 5 countdown, the old Nollywood films, and these movies we've mentioned now. Which movies do you think, I mean, maybe others should see or we should see as well? And, you know...
Before we actually go, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
What is your type of movie? Let's hear it from our actor to be.
My type of movie is, first, okay, if I were to be a filmmaker, making a film, I would want to make any type of story that resonates with people. But I think over the years, I've grown to become this kind of drama person. I love drama.
You like drama?
Yeah, I love drama, but not horror.
Yeah.
Not horror. I love action. You know?
I think I love horror. I don't like action.
I like action. I love drama, thriller, and I think I love a bit of romance because I'm a very emotional person. You know, I love love. I love love, and I love to be loved. So I just want to, you know, watch a lot of romance. You know, get to feel sometimes just feel the love. I mean, you understand?
Okay, this man is actually really pouring out his emotion.
Yeah.
For me, I think I love me some make feel good movie. Basically, that's my top. So I don't like. I love a movie that is not drama filled. Too much ups and down. You've already carried my blood pressure to the peak. You dropped it. The peak came. It came down. I'm not a fan of it.
And I'm putting you on the spot now. So tell us your top 5 old Nollywood films and your top 5 movies you've watched recently this year.
Oh, recently that I love.
Yeah, maybe not this year, but just recently. Top 5 old Nollywood films.
Wazo, Jennifer, Lakada, Bantale. Is this movie old? I don't know if it's old.
Well, they're not recent.
Big
so...
Love.
okay.
Not old, Abby.
Not old as in old.
Aruba.
Harugba.
Yeah.
Ah, fantastic one. Thank you. Tunde Kilani.
Yeah, I love Aruga.
Nice one.
The new ones I've seen. Oh my god. There are a lot of new ones. But I think I love this one that Uche Montana and Timini did. That Uche Montana like blinded Timini's eye.
That he was
I think it was Ruth, a mechanic or something. And Uche was a crazy person.
And Uche was a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
They later
a lot of movies like that. And I love there's one movie that Chidi Dike came in with Uche Montana.
He was a lecturer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love this movie too, Achalugo. I love Achalugo, and I love sweet movies, obviously. You can see the lineup of my movies. I love Big Love.
Big Love.
And I
love that.
And I love Todo Wede. I love Finding Me. Mogeto the Saga. Tribe Called Judah. This movie, I'm a big fan of Gangs of Lagos and Kings of Boys. Yeah, but I don't really like I like King of Boys, but I'm not a fan of the drama. My BP is too rise quickly. So that's it.
That we are strong. We know.
Let them watch it.
Anyway, for me, even having all this top 5, it's not so easy. But for me, I would say, Madame Dearest is one of my, old Nollywood films. I was like, can you imagine? See the way Gabriel Afolayan killed his role. Madame Dearest was nice. Then, Aruba, like you mentioned, it's not even easy putting up all of these. Eternal Funka Kendele's movie and all of these movies, it's not easy. But recent movies that I've watched, I would say, Finding Me is nice. I love Black Book.
Oh, I love Black Book too.
I love Breath of Life.
Breath of Life. I'm not a fan of Breath of Life.
Oh,
too dramatic. I love it. I've seen it, but very dramatic.
For me, because I just believe all these movies that are breath of fresh air.
Yeah, and this movie, Oloture.
Very
compelling story.
Oloture. I love Wedding Party.
Oh, Wedding Party.
Baby Fan.
Oh my God, these are amazing movies.
King of Boys. NBA Enzyme KOB.
I didn't actually
is-
want to see Baby Fan because of the drama that I've read about. I take my time to read synopsis so that I can mentally prepare myself. I love movies, trust me. All of these movies, I say I'm not a fan. I've seen them, they're amazing storylines, but they just they're just too dramatic, and I'm always scared to watch films like that because I feel like these are real life things. So when somebody that I've been watching get hurt, it's like they are hurt physically. So I think I'm more engrossed in the movie, and I don't pull myself out. So when I get so engrossed, I get so emotional. So
And I
that's
love
it.
Brotherhood too, and Battle of Booker Street.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
a lot of movies and all of that. And
Yeah.
everybody's doing well in their own right. We are not trying to compare and all of those things, but we look out for more stories, more compelling stories, more captivating and gripping stories that will really, 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 make you sit at the edge of your seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Any passing words before you go?
Nothing that much. Just the little things that we spoke about. The VFX. Yes, we didn't really speak about that, but they're really, really doing amazingly well. But they need to do better.
Some few
honestly.
films are trying. I think God Calling and some of these.
And
other
also,
films.
these Funkakleri movies have good VFX. She tries with her VFX. Yes, because I think she even won sometimes like that. She had won an AMVCA for, I think, was it this movie that they killed somebody in the
Is it a Tribe Called Judah?
not the Tribe Called Judah.
One of our productions.
Timini was there.
Omogeto Isego.
Yes, I think she won
Isego,
for
right.
that. So these are kind of things that we're talking about, and also the subtitles and the end credits. So those are every other thing. You guys are doing amazingly well, and it's all love here. Love.
Oh, yeah. And I believe we can all get better in Nollywood. I mean, I'm rooting for you because we are all part of this story. We are all included. So, I mean, we can go on. And thank you for making our childhood, our daily lives memorable. It's so good to see that you guys are doing beautifully. This is all we can take as we draw the curtain on screen time. Before we go, do well to download our mobile app for product review and complete resolution. Also, follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at ConsumerHallaTV. You can also drop your comments as you share and like this video. Till I come your way, same time, same station. Next week, I am Iremufe Kofoworola.
There's no child clothes as wealth and honor.
I am the man, always clothed
in wealth and honor. And I am your beautiful Kike Lomo Achibola, and you'll always meet us here on Screen Time every Mondays, and it's always going to be an amazing one in the studio.
Yeah, thank you so much. And guys, this is where you say bye for now.
Bye.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Cost Favor Forever Communication.
Okay, so what do you sell in Ketchup? What do you sell in
We sell phones, accessories, and key tablets. Yes.
Okay, so how has business been over the beginning of this year? Have you guys made a lot of sales? How has it been?
Talking about that one, says that it's kind of dull. It's dull, I'm not like. Compared to last year's sales, last year's sales is more better than this year's sales.
It's more better than this year's sales. Okay, so what do you think would be the cause of this low sales and all that?
Even though the dollar has actually dropped and the price of phones and tablet has dropped, it is not that effective. So I can't really predict what the exact problem is. Though we know phone is not food. You know, people will actually look for what they will eat before they can be looking for something else they want to get for themselves or for personal use. So I can't really say.
Okay, so which brand of phone sells more?
The brand phone that sells most is Redmi.
Redmi.
Yes, it's kind of affordable, and the quality of what they actually produce is on high side. So they have affordable phones. The list, at least, trust me, if I'm talking about list of phone, Redmi is better.
Okay. So what do you think the government can do about this? Do you think it's their fault? What do you think they can do to help increase? The sales of phones in the market. We all know the current state of the economy. We know that even though people are still struggling, phones are still important things that people need. So what do you think could be what do you think the government could do about this? What could they do to help the sales and also help the consumers on their own?
Okay, concerning that, I would say loans. Yes, with less interest. So I think with that, it can still help for some areas like that. So you get. So that's what I can say about it.
So we've heard rumors that they want to move Computer Village to a different place.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and